Hi everyone, this is Jonte, mother, wife, philanthropist, speaker, author, and so many other things. I'm coming on because I have made mention of one of my newest books, but I haven't really shared the details of that book with you guys, and I wanted to take you into that. The book is called Remember Me, if you can see it there. So, Remember Me, a children's book with a twist, is inspired by little Jonte, little me. For a long time, I would say that it seemed as though the woman me was confident while she was always seemingly fighting with the little girl on the inside, the little girl who was broken and afraid. And then it dawned on me, she needed healing. Because in truth, my little girl is the very best parts of me. My humor comes from her. My boldness comes from her. My confidence comes from her. The fact that I like to dress up. I've always liked to dress up since a little girl. I remember seeing my oldest sister when I was maybe in the 3rd grade, and she said to me, "You're still wearing those skirts, I see." So I've loved dressing up. I've loved adorning myself. And so that's little me. But trauma forced her in the background. Trauma brought out the unhealed version of her. Trauma from molestation, trauma from being shunned and told to be quiet because I'm opinionated, I'm loud, I was pretty assertive, but I learned to be quiet. Different things happened to me. Some people may be aware, some unaware. I'm very open about my truth now, very unapologetic about my healing journey. But again, a lot of who I am today is because of me working to heal little me, the best parts of me. And again, I wanted to bring you guys into Remember Me. If you see there in the cover is a little girl looking at a woman, or the woman looking at the little girl, and the little girl is her little her. So she's calling out to her to remember her, to not forget about her. And so I wanted to take you guys into this book. It can be found on Amazon. It's thin like a children's book. It's formatted just like a children's book, because too often we get away from the child us, but the Bible tells us that we should come as little children. And so I'm calling out to her as I'm healing her, and I dare you guys to spend some time and some work to heal your little he or your little she. So let's go into this book. Yes, you just heard a plane going by. I'm actually in my backyard. So there is an introduction part of this, and I'm not going to really read that. I will share this poem that I have in here, and it's by Marianne Williamson. Maybe you guys have heard it, maybe not, but it's absolutely one of my favorite pieces. It says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Now, it's that last part has been a hard thing for me to realize, because my presence liberating others doesn't always feel like I thought it would feel. I have this presence that I know I am an atmosphere changer. And most recently, I was told that I'm a disruptor, and I own that. I will always push and pull the greatness out of anyone that's close enough to me. And I'm going to always speak to that part of who you are. I am not one who believes in playing small and waiting on other people to validate you. I did that. I waited for other people to tell me that I was good enough, that they believed in me. And to this day, many of those validating statements have still yet to come. So I've learned to encourage myself. I was listening to Encourage Yourself this morning, and she said sometimes you got to pat your own self on the back. The world, and sadly the church, will make you think that if you affirm yourself, if you speak well of yourself, then you lack humility. What I would beg to differ. I went to the source. One of the most life-changing things I ever asked God was to let me see me the way He sees me. I wanted to see myself through His lens. And that was prior to some of the shameful things that I did in my past. Prior to that, going out of that. And to be honest, I'm still in the process of growth. I still have my growing pains. I still have my stumbling blocks. I still am faulted in a lot of ways. But I firmly believe that I'm going to accomplish everything He has purposed me to accomplish. I'm going to do it in excellence. I'm going to do it grand, because I don't do anything small. I believe greatness is not just inside of me, but is manifesting all around me. I believe that I have the ability to do and accomplish any and everything that I put my mind to. And that's not hearsay. That is a fact. I have beef with God here and there about the fact that it seems as though I have to work so hard. My journey has seemed so hard, but I'll tell you this. I would not have known my strength. I would not have known my abilities and capabilities had I not had to struggle my way through many things. No one told me that I'd be able to write a book and self-publish it, but here I am. I've published multiple, and I've helped other people with their books. No one told me I would start a nonprofit. No one told me that I would, with the assistance of my husband, he did his part and I did mine, repair our credit after being evicted twice and being homeless, living in a hotel, then staying in a 2-bedroom apartment, 8 people, that we would be able to close on our home, a home that we watched be built. No one told me that. I've heard, oh, you're gonna have a home one day. I'd heard things like that. But it took a level of self-belief, the belief that God placed on the inside of me. So before I go any further, because I will go further, I definitely get stirred up. So this is, maybe I need to bring this down a little bit. Excuse me. There we go. So this is the first page of the book. It's very colorful. That's how I intended it. Again, this is a children's book with a twist. And the twist is, it's not for kids. It's for internal children. This book is for adults. So let's read. Life has a tricky way of convincing us to deny our inner child. You're a man or a woman now. No longer remember the moments I made you smile. Though distant, those memories were once your reality. Truthfully, it is and has always been me, my personality, that made you feel most free. Don't deny that I existed. Don't deny I'm still alive. It is I that got you through many of life's hard trials. Remember me. Little girls playing in the mud. Friendship meant something different before hurt feelings got in the way. The honesty expected of children with adulthood, it seems to fade away. Kids model bad behavior, so imagine what good will do. To see adults discount friendships, my doubt grew and grew and grew. Some days you feel invisible and you wonder if anyone cares. Oh, to have just one good friendship and truly be accepted, nothing in this world could compare. Living life has caused you to become passionately aware that for one to build good friendships, he or she must first show themselves to be a good friend. Remember me. This is not just for women. This is for men as well. That's the little guy with the rocket ship. There is a blissfulness in youthful ignorance, courage, if you will, which compel you to pursue brave experience. The knowledge of failure became ugly only because you reckon pain was bad. But if you take a moment to analyze your life, you'll realize had you failed to push past potential alone, there would have been no lessons to be had. Don't let life oppress you, for in it there is a choice. In time, my life will become the production of the fruit of your selection. Please give me a chance. Remember me. Before the pressures of people pleasing forced upon you a lie about your identity, you knew who you were, at least in part, thus you dared to give life a try. The deep wells of your imagination swell with vibrancy. You often wove together intricate makeshifts with the creative power you believe was your destiny. Pre-becoming overly aware of a need to please, the world was a canvas that nurtured your dreams. Conditional adulation intoxicated you in such a way that you exchanged standing out for blending in. Thus fear grips you in every way. Remember me. She's such a cutie. And then she's wearing green glasses. But she's sitting there imagining. She's being creative. Green is my favorite color also, hence the green glasses. Happiness is fleeting, and in time you'll grow to know. For some, it's all just a show. And if motivated by happiness alone, you'll quickly understand just how depleting it can feel if you never choose to grow. Oh, but joy, it expands space and time. And if you choose not to become bitter, it'll all work out together just fine. Remember me. My little girl, ballerina girl, smiling. I know this video isn't clean cut. I don't expect it to be, nor do I plan to edit it. So you will get errors. You're gonna get some of my bloopers. You're gonna get some of my imperfect moments. That's life. And I'm doing this unapologetically. So here we have a little girl and a little guy playing house, playing being married. All the times we played, I can remember. First comes love, then comes marriage. But what happens when there is no baby carriage? Maybe children were part of the dream dreamt for you, but no one dare ask you your consent. Or is it possible it's a reality that's taking far longer than the present? Let's talk about the detail of being deeply in love, yet realizing sometimes love just isn't enough. In most cases, that information is omitted, so you find yourself struggling silently and wondering what's really in it. Consequently, you battle within as you contemplate, I wonder what's wrong with me. My friend, it is my prayer for you, just like it was for me, that you'll one day realize the love you need is found internally. Remember me. What many assume humble bragging to be is actually false humility. Dimming your own light makes you less bright and lacks integrity. So the next time someone insists on shunning you for being true to who you really are, wink at them and say, "It's unfortunate you lack the ability to truly see my heart." Tell them I asked God to show me what he knows me to be. And based on his response, you will never see me shrink again, and I'm operating in the fullness of my identity. Remember me. The little lady, she's there singing into a microphone with all her heart. It's bright out here as well, so I don't know how that's impacting this video, but like I said, I'm not going to redo it, so that's that. And here is a little girl looking in the mirror with attitude, knowing who she is, because I have learned most often little kids do know who they are. It's us adults who struggle with our identities. Now, before you turn the page, I'd like for you to take a moment to think of all the things you wish little you had heard. Please know it's not too late to heal and grow. Start by asking God who he knows you to be. Once he reveals it, believe him. And so that's my story in a sense. I believe the things God has revealed about me. When I asked him to show me who I am to him, and he gave me a glimpse, I am limping my way through. Today wasn't a great day for me earlier. I was in my feelings. And yet, I'll still go on. I'll still persist. I'll still empower. I'll still inspire. I'll still encourage. Even though it doesn't always feel like the people I am encouraging have my back. And not even them. Just in general. I still very much feel like I'm struggling my way through. And yet, he always comes through. That I know for sure. And before I go, I want to share my newest book, Begin Again. I published these books near the same time. Truth, nuggets, wisdom, and many other lessons I've learned along the way. A few years ago, I wrote a book called Into the Darkness. And so I guess you can say Begin Again is a spinoff of that. Because what I have discovered is you never fully arrive. There's always another level to our growth. There's always another something deeper still, is what I often hear from Holy Spirit. Deeper still. And as my prayer is, create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me, there are some things that have been revealed that I'm working on. But like I said, as I'm healing the little girl within, I, the woman, am being exactly who God intended for her to be. So when you see me and I'm confident and I'm bold, just know that I am fighting to maintain this voice after the world did a lot of things to take it away. Just remember that. You don't know my story. We don't know anybody's story. We don't know what they are currently fighting through, and we don't know what they fought through to get to where they are. And for a shameless plug, on this Saturday, I will be hosting my second annual Paint and Heal. Last Friday when I hosted the Say Yes to the Dress event was actually the 6-year anniversary of my mom's death. The Paint and Heals started because of her death, because she died on the first day of spring that year. It did something to me. It shook the very fiber of my imagination. It shook my hope. It shook so many things, because I recall leading up to that day, I can't continue to say, I can't wait to spring. I can't wait to spring. I can't wait to spring. And then spring happened. And I lost my mom that day. So that's how the Paint and Heal was birthed. I needed to find a way to rewrite this period of time, because I love spring. It is my favorite season. So I don't want it to be negative, nor do I want to be afraid of what God has for me. Because without faith, and there is anything, you can't please God. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. And my faith was shaken with her passing on the first day of spring. So again, the tickets for the Pain Heal is $50. They can be purchased on Eventbrite. Remember Me can be purchased on Amazon, as well as Begin Again Again. That can be purchased on Amazon as well. But I was when it first happened, and when I first published this book, and I still am. I'm excited to see what God is going to do through and with Remember Me, a children's book with a twist. Remember, this book is a children's book for adults. I love each of you, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye-bye.